Hey everyone, Andrew here with the Dratie company. Today I want to invite you to make candles with me. So today we're going to be making 5 fragrances for a store that we just partnered with. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to go through my regular process to give you an inside look on how we make candles here at Dratie Company. Hey, if you have a business or a storefront and you want to private label your own candles, make sure to send us a comment in the comments below, or you can reach out to us. Our email is in the description box. So let's jump right into it. So I got my fragrances pre-weighed out here. As you can see, I like to separate them based on the candle. So we got our fragrance, a jar, a fragrance, a jar, a fragrance, a jar, a fragrance, a jar, a fragrance, a jar. I like to pre-weigh them out beforehand. We use this scale here, and we always measure our oils in grams. Our oils and our wax in grams. So we got our scale right here. We have our fragrance oil pre-weighed out here. This particular fragrance is from the Wooden Wick. It's called Wild Orange and Cypress. I don't know if you could see that there. Wild Orange and Cypress. And if you ask me, it smells a little orangey, but you get that little cypress kick right at on the bottom note there. The initial top note is very orangey, very mandarin citrusy. The middle note is still, I feel, a little bit more citrus than it is musky, but I feel like there's a little bit of bergamot in there. And then finally the last and the bottom note is cypress, which really punches out at the end and has a lasting effect as it enters your nasal passage. So we got them pre-laid out here. We're using the cotter pins to hold the wicks in place. We're using 2 CD5 wicks. Let me bring the camera over so that you could see this, or actually let me bring the vessel over so you could see this. As you can see here, we have them in there. See that? 2 CD5 wicks right there, evenly placed. So we're going to set that right there. Then something else that we have going on is we have our pouring pitcher here off to my left. I don't know if you could see this right here. We have this pouring pitcher sitting in a double boiler so that when we pour, we like to hand pour each one of our candles, which is a big reason why we have our fragrance already weighed out, and we have 5 different glass jars holding our fragrances so that we don't get them confused. We have them pre-measured out. And we're heat up a pouring pitcher only because we want to hand pour each candle. So we grab this, we put it on the scale, and then we scoop out the wax into the pouring pitcher. And the reason we want it hot is so that when the wax enters a pouring pitcher, it doesn't get shocked and dry up really quick. And when you pour it, not everything comes out. So we like to keep the pouring pitcher. So if we jump back over here, we have a double boiler right here. I can't really bring the double boiler to you, but we have our coconut wax melted in here. We have our ladle, which I'll place right inside here for now. Next thing we have to do is we have to have a scale, and we have to have it measured in grams. Reason for that is it gives you a more accurate reading when it comes to scooping your, getting the right amount of wax into the vessel to really fill up the fill weight that it can hold. So we got our scale here. I'm going to go ahead and get some paper towels. We have these paper towels that we get from Uline. Very inexpensive, much cheaper than the paper towels that you would get from a grocery store. We have paper towels over here, but we don't use them for anything candle making. We only use our paper towels that we get from Uline because it lowers our expenses. So one thing that we want to do before we start pouring these is clean off the scale. Maybe there's excess wax from the previous time, or maybe there's just old fragrance oil on there and it's just really nasty. So we like to get that, and we'll go ahead and throw it in the trash. I like to leave the trash open like that. Also, what we need is a barbecue skewer to stir. So we have a barbecue skewer so that when we pour the wax and the fragrance oil into the pitcher, we have something to stir around and blend it in. So we use a skewer for that. So now that we have everything ready to go, I'm going to start pouring some candles. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my pouring pitcher right here. It's nice and hot. I'm going to go ahead and measure it out and then tear it out so it's back to 0. And if I refer to my notes section here where I keep all the fill weights, we need 284 grams of coconut wax in here. So we'll bring the pitcher over the Presto pot so we don't drip on the countertops. We need 284. We're at 216 right now. I want to know in the comment section below, how long have you been making candles? What do you love about it? And what is your favorite type of candle to burn? All right, so 286 I think I said. Or was it 284? Okay. So we got 284 if I'm not mistaken. It is 284. Okay, so now our pre-weighed fragrance oil, we go ahead and pour it in here. Make sure it all comes out. And it should equal the fill weight here on the weight section. So then we stir. You stir just until you know it's all mixed together. See here, ooh, I can already smell the wild orange and the cypress in this fragrance oil, and it smells so good. Very unique scent, very niche scent. I feel I don't really smell this one too often. It was upon request from the store that ordered candles from us. So let's go ahead and stir this in here. Okay, got it in there good. And then we go ahead and pour. Nice and easy. No right way to pour, you just pour it in nice and easy. No worries. Wow, look at the beautiful color of that. So right after I pour, I like to throw it right back on the double broiler so it warms up a little bit so we could get ready for the next pour. At this time, some people like to maybe pour their fragrance while their pitcher heats up. I just like to pour it before so I don't have to worry. And then I just make sure everything looks good around this candle. Make sure everything's smelling right. We got the right fragrances. Put this empty measuring cup to the side, and yeah, let's jump into the next. So let me just take you on a brief overview. This is our Presto pot right here. All that melted wax, as you can see. We have our scale here. Got our scale there. We got our jars and our fragrance oil measured out. And then we come over here and we got our directions and our recipe for candle making. So now that you see that, I'm gonna jump right into pouring the next candle. So let me go ahead and grab my pouring pitcher. I noticed that there's a little bit of extra wax in there. I'm gonna go ahead and pour it in the last one, just like that. And I'm gonna come here, make sure it tears out, back to 0, and then we're gonna go 284. 284. Okay, that should be 180 or somewhere around there. 216. 284 is what we need. 260. 284. 285. I'm gonna take a little bit out. There we go. And then like we did last time, we get our fragrance oil right here. And then we're gonna go ahead and dump it in here. Just like that. Grab our measuring, or our stir stick. And we're just gonna stir it until we feel like it's properly mixed into the wax. I mean, they say 1 to 2 minutes, but honestly, it depends on how good of a stirrer you are. And I think I'm okay at doing this, so I can do it a little bit quicker. Oh, that aroma is so beautiful. I love it. All right, let me go here. Get ready to pour the second one. Bam. Same level because we measured accurately. That's why it's important to measure in grams, because you get a more precise reading of the amount of wax and fragrance oil you need to fill the vessel. It's a little tip for you. Alright, I bet you're wondering why I like to measure the fragrance oil separate than the big pot of wax. Reason being is if we were to put the wax or the fragrance oil inside of the Presto pot, when we're done with this fragrance and we have to make another candle that smells different, that uses a different fragrance oil, some of the residue from the previous fragrance oil will remain inside of the crock pot, and it'll just taint the next batch so that it doesn't smell how you initially thought, but it will smell a little bit like the previous fragrance that you put in there. So that's the reason we don't put the fragrance inside of the Presto pot, just because it would contaminate the next batches or so of candles. So we just like to put wax in here. just coconut wax in here. That's all. All right, let's jump into this next candle. Our pitcher is ready to go. There's a little bit of residue in there. I'm gonna throw it into the last one. It's not much, not even enough to mess anything up or be crazy. And we're gonna come over here, turn on our scale, tear it out. We're going for 284. So I'm gonna grab 284 grams of coconut wax. Woo! This beautiful stuff right here gives it such a good hot throw. I love the way it synergistically combines with the fragrance oil so that you don't only get a good cold throw, but you get a great hot throw to where you can burn it multiple times, and even on the last time you burn it, you get a great aroma release into the air. What I hate most about candles that I buy from stores, and nothing against big department stores or stores like Target or anything, is like you buy a $5 candle and you get a $5 candle because, you know, it's not made with the same love and care. It's made for more of a financial gain rather than the quality. You know what I mean? It's made more of quantity over quality. So you get more love when you make candles from home, and you get more accurate results from it of what you expected. You may pay a little more, but it's worth it to me. All right, so go ahead and stir. I hope I'm not rambling and just being all over the place, but I get really passionate about candles. All right, see there? Stir, stir, stir. And if you would like to know how to clean out your pouring pitcher when you're done making candles, I'm gonna leave a link to a video maybe right here, right now, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Click this link right here if you want to learn how to properly clean out your pouring pitcher when you're done making candles. All right, let's pour this bad boy. Oh my gosh, I wish you guys were here to smell this. It smells so good. All right, look at that, perfect. Throw this back on the double boiler there. Ooh, it's a little bit too hot. Let me turn it down a little bit. Okay, so now that we got that going, throw some of the residue into that one. Okay, okay. All right, so let's jump into the next one. All right, we got 2 more candles to go, so I'm gonna grab this pouring pitcher and we'll get on the road. So throw some of the residue from the last pour inside of here. Perfect. Throw this back on the scale. We're looking for 284 grams. That'll give us the accurate amount to fill our jar. 284. All right, let's see how that is. 200, okay. 240, 50. Make sure to drop your favorite candle scent in the comment section. There's 284. Let me know what your favorite kind of candle is. I'd love to hear from you. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be adding some more videos to this like crazy, like wildfire. So go ahead and stir this up here. I love candle making, it's so fun. Hey, if you were thinking about candle making yourself, if you visit our website at dratie.com, we have a candle making starter kit. So everything you need to make 4 soy wax candles, it comes with written directions along with a QR code to a video where we walk you through step by step how to make the candles. Very easy, very fun, very good for a gift or even a date night. All right, let's pour this in here. Bam. Ooh, that smells so beautiful. I can't believe it. All right, so we're on to our last one. So let's jump right into this. All right, here's our last one. So I'm gonna grab this pouring pitcher right here. Bam, nice and hot. Make sure it zeroes out, good. We're looking for 284 grams. 1, 2, it's about, let's see, 220, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. Perfect. All right, our last one right here. Go ahead and just gonna so pleasing to dump that in there. All right, we get our stir stick. Gonna stir it until you know it's perfectly blended and synergistically connected. All right, there we go. All right, we're gonna pour this last one here. Bam. So easy. I love it. It's so easy. And it's so fulfilling. Alright, there we go. We're going to turn our pouring pitcher off. And hey, if you want to be reminded on how to clean your pouring pitcher, I got a video that's going to be up here towards the end of this video. I'll show you how to properly clean it out and how to just remove some of the excess wax. We love you. Thank you so much. Let me just show you. I made some of these earlier, so I want to show you how they turned out. So I got one right here. Just look at that. Look how beautiful. Look at that vessel. Such a beautiful vessel. And if I open it up, as you can see, double wicked. So, oh my gosh, the aroma is so beautiful. I wish you guys could smell it. All right, God bless you guys. Hope this video helps. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel. Also follow us on Instagram. Our link will be somewhere right here. We love you so much. We also have a Facebook candle making group that you could be a part of. We'll drop it in the description below. We love you. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.